A hero is defined as a person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Every single woman that has been a part of Hands Producing Hope over the past 8 years fits and exceeds this definition. These are the heroes of Hands Producing Hope. They have torn down barriers of isolation and created community and opportunity. Isolation can come in many forms. It could be a remote island in rural Rwanda. It could be the isolation of being illiterate. It could be an indigenous village in the mountains of southern Costa Rica. It could be a refugee family new to the U.S., yet to master English or navigate the complicated web of transportation, schools, jobs, and governmental offices. But once the barrier of isolation is removed, hope springs through. Day in and day out, their actions, their dedication to growth, their bravery is creating community-based change that is impacting generations to come. Our adult literacy school that is on 4 remote islands is full of courageous souls, all led by 4 incredible teachers who are dedicated to the growth and betterment of their communities.
Literacy class is really very important. It's making a positive impact to the community of the island. There are many people who didn't get a chance to join schools when they are still young. So for this chance of the literacy class, it's really making an impact to the people on the island.
One student who has been through the literacy class gained the skills for sewing and was able to raise enough money to buy a sewing machine. Now, after completing the class, she has her own sewing business.
Diane is a hero who believed in herself enough to go through our sewing training and is now operating her own business while dreaming of ways to grow her shop. Diane is leading the way in her community by taking courageous steps forward in her life. The women we have the honor of knowing through our Rebuild program exemplify courage and resilience. Each has a unique story that brought them to the U.S. Our city is better with them here. Our country is better with them here. The program aims to bring community, resources, English practice, artist and skills training, and supplemental income to our refugee and immigrant partners.
To be here, I meet a lot of people, and we become friends like a family. And after I gain a money that help me to build, to pay bills, to pay food.
Valencia is a cooperative leader and runs their brand new shop offering essential goods, snacks, and tea to the community. This shop that we help jumpstart is a tangible representation of what happens when barriers are torn down and dreaming becomes possible.
Before joining the cooperative, my life was very hard because I had to carry heavy goods on my back every day from the edge of the lake up to the island to earn money for my children. My husband and I were very tired, looking for work and carrying heavy goods every day, every day, every day. After joining the cooperative, my life changed because I started making money from making the baskets, and I was able to have money to feed my children twice a day. And I have also been able to now buy medical insurance. Then, when the literacy class first started, I joined. Before the class, I couldn't read text messages or letters. We came from impossible to possible. We are now standing in a life of possibilities. We have our feet in the land of possibilities. I do the financial recordings for our business. If I hadn't gone through the literacy class, I wouldn't be able to record the finances for the shop. And when I enter into the wholesale shops for purchasing goods for the store, I can read the bags and labels and be independent and not have to wait for someone to help me.
Aveliana shared her story with me and said that she couldn't keep it to herself and that she wanted us to share it with you because she had experienced the grace of God in her life and she needed others to hear what had happened. Eveliana heard about our maternal health classes when we first started them. She heard about it through Jacquelina, the midwife who developed the program, and she had just found out she was pregnant. And after having lost her last 2 pregnancies, she was searching for help. At the maternal health classes, she was encouraged to go to prenatal visits and to seek counsel from the nurses at the clinic. And she did just that. They discovered an undiagnosed but very treatable bacterial infection that was causing her to be unable to carry her pregnancies. She got the treatment that she needed. She continued going to the maternal health classes to learn the skills she needed, and her healthy baby girl was born. Her daughter is 2 years old now. And Eveliana is honestly just an example of one of countless women that we've come across that has really similar stories.
Before, we ate foods without knowing which nutrients we need the most or knowing what our foods contain. But now we know how to prepare a balanced diet, especially while we are pregnant and after giving birth.
It's really not just a pair of earrings. It's not just a woven basket. It's not just a necklace. It's not just a cute boutique. But what it really is, what people who are buying from us and supporting us are doing, they are believing in the women that we're partnering with, acknowledging their shared humanity and saying, you are worth it. You are worth the fair wages. You are worth the investment. You're worth all of it. We are tearing down barriers together. We are seeing what can happen when the isolation of poverty and illiteracy are no longer. We are seeing what can happen when mothers are equipped with the knowledge that they need to care for themselves and their babies. We are seeing what can happen when dreams begin to be dreamed. Leaders are rising up in their communities. Businesses are being started. Healthy babies are being born. Children have parents who can read to them. Heroes are transforming their families and their communities.